Warning, sarcastic commentary, spontaneous references, and random theories ahead. Watch at your own risk. Hello everybody, this is Discombobulate Gamer, and welcome back to part 2 of Fatal 12. If you missed the first episode, we are playing as the character Rinka, who is kind of like, she's the student at this prestigious all-girls school, and she's not very well liked. She's kind of branded as a delinquent because she's got blonde streaks in her hair that are completely natural. And in the last episode, we went with the pink-haired girl over here, Naomi. We went with her to the train station, and there was a bomber there, and they blew up the train, and we saved Naomi, but we died. Except when we died, it just started this completely epic title sequence, and then we just woke up. And they said we'd been dreaming and there'd never been an explosion, and now Rinka doesn't remember it either. But anyways, at the moment, we're playing as Rinka. We're here with Naomi, who is the pink girl with the glasses, and Mao, who is the blonde-haired girl with the big brown eyes. Mao is apparently in our class, and we are getting ready for a cultural festival. We are trying to decide between a fortune teller or a haunted house. Naomi is a year younger than us, and her class is putting together a cafe, and so she's here with us because Rinka's grandmother owns this cafe that we're currently seated at, and so Naomi wants to get some tips from us. Our grandma's not in town, she's off helping another relative, but so it's just the three of us and all of the customers here. But anyways, let's jump back into this. My prediction is that we are a ghost of some sort, or we're a time traveler or something. There's something going on, because that bomb was definitely real. But let's jump into this. I'm really excited.
Peter, ice cafe latte ちょうだい。そう。だからってわけじゃないけど、ナオミの手伝いならするよ。私は店番あるから、できる限りになっちゃうけどね。
Okay, so that makes sense, because in the last episode, we were really kind of confused, because Mao had this very, she didn't really care about whether or not the festival was a success, whether their project was a success, and I kind of thought, oh man, that's kind of harsh of her to say over, in front of Naomi, who is kind of this overachiever type character. But it makes sense, since Mao and Rinka are not really very well liked at class.
はい。ありがとうございます。
She nods, struggling to hide her concern. After hearing that, she probably thinks we're being bullied. Which is honestly probably a very logical assumption to come to. We're used to how we're treated, though. It's not like they're going out of their way to ignore us, they'd just rather avoid us whenever possible. It's funny, though. Mao still gets along with plenty of the girls, and I'm pretty sure no one outright dislikes me. It might be more accurate to say they try not to get too involved in our lives. They understand that we're different, so it creates a rift between us. Speaking of different, we're not the only two. Mishima Miharu, okay, I'm sorry, I'm really bad with these names, who's probably at work right now, is our comrade in that regard. But you haven't told me why Mao is not, how Mao is different.
じゃあそれで。
Okay, Mao.
うちはラテはないの。カフェオレならあるよ。いらね。
So, are we the waitress now too? Ha ha ha.
いいけど、マオにはちゃんとお代を払ってもらうからね。もらえるときにもらっときなよ。ピータン普段はケチだから。
Oops, I did not mean to click something. Hang on, this is a really cool. I want to resume. So, I don't know what I clicked there, but that's a cool menu. Okay.
いいんですか？どうもどうも。
That's funny.
じゃあ、ホットコーヒーをいただけますか？
Naomi, you can get something more than a black coffee.
はい。ちょっと待っててね。
Well, maybe not, maybe in Japan it's different, but here, black coffee is in the United States, black coffee is super cheap. I make my way to the kitchen, wash my hands, and don my apron. You're a pro the moment you enter the kitchen. That's what my grandmother always tells me, and I believe it. I don't! Discombobulate does not believe it. Because you've never seen me in the kitchen, and there's a good reason for that. When I am in the kitchen, things get interesting. I may be making these for friends, but that's no excuse to do it half-hearted. Anyone who orders a black coffee gets a nice serving of Full City Guatemalan beans. Full City is a roasting method used to reduce the acidic tones of the beans and make them more bitter. Beans from Guatemala are typically more acidic than others, so this kind of full roast is the perfect way to balance their acidity and bitterness. I prepare the siphon before placing the flask on an alcohol lamp. The key here is making sure the flame's positioned, just a touch to the side of the middle of the flask. Once it starts boiling, I shake it gently, and then wait for the beans to fall. Once they're all in the I cannot read today. Once they're all in the flask, it's just a moment of letting them sit until they become fragrant.
はい、ナオミ、お待たせ。すごい。いい香りがここまでします。ありがとう。
Naomi's comment makes me happy, but I've still got a long way to go. My grandmother knows how to apply different brewing methods based on the bean type, for example. All I'm doing now is applying her instructions to make things easier for me. There's still plenty to learn. Alright, next up is Mao's iced latte. You make this by preparing coffee first, and then adding plenty of ice into the glass before topping it off with some milk. This way you get to see the coffee's black and the white... I really can't read today, guys, I'm sorry. This way you get to see the coffee's black and the milk's white mixed together in the glass. Once that's done, I jam a straw in it and walk it over to Mao with some syrup.
はい、ガムシロップ足りなかったら言ってね。そういやさ、他...
Oops, I did not mean to skip that. I make myself some coffee after that, take off my apron, wash my hands, and return to my seat.
すっごく美味しいです。家で入れたのと全然違う。リンカ先輩、すごいです。喫茶店だからね。まあ、私がすごいっていうか、おばあちゃんがすごいんだけどね。リータのおばあちゃんって、今は親戚の介護でたまにしか帰ってこないんだっけ？
That's a good point. Does no one else work here? Mao dumps half of the syrup into the cup before even giving it a taste, and then pours in the remaining half. Hearing the ice clink as she stirs it is nice and satisfying.
この狭さでしょ？もともとおばあちゃん一人で切り盛りしてきたから、従業員っていないんだよね。
But what about when you're at school, Rinka?
生徒がちゃんと味の違いわかるかね？うちみたいに。そうだよ。
Oops, I did not mean to skip that again.
お店も閉めようかって言ってたんだけど、私が無理言ってちょっとだけでも開けることにしたの。コーヒーを入れるだけなら私でもできるかもって。
Okay, whenever I'm not at school. It's really hard since I'm assuming this is Japanese, but since I don't speak Japanese, I don't have a good sense of like when they're done talking, and so sometimes I will click to go ahead thinking that they have said everything they're going to say and then they keep talking. And I don't really want to do that because I really like the voices so far. I really like the voice actors and I really want to hear what they have to say.
そしたらコーヒーを入れるってのが一番大変でさ、おばあちゃんからは1ヶ月以上かかっても結局 OK は出なかったよ。
Yeah, just from how you describe making coffee, it sounds like it's really like it sounds like it's a very complex process, and it seems like it needs to be perfected in certain ways. So I can see why your grandmother is like kind of like a perfectionist when it comes to it. But it seems like the coffee is really good though.
ただそれじゃあ店が開けないから、私もどうにかこうにか頑張っておばあちゃんが行く直前にギリギリ及第点をもらったんだよね。先輩はいつから一人でお店を開けているんですか？おばあちゃんが田舎に行ったのが3月末だから、私がお店を開けるようになってだいたい1ヶ月になるね。
Okay, so you've been by yourself for a month, okay. I take a sip of my own coffee after answering. Definitely smells and tastes a lot better than when I first tried to make some. I'm used to drinking her coffee, so the fact that I can answer with pride means I'm definitely getting there. Granted, I'm still a long ways away from her level.
文化祭でこの美味しいコーヒーを出せたらいいなって思ったんですけど、さっきの話を聞くと難しそうですよね。
Yeah, I don't know that you'd be able to handle this type of coffee, Naomi.
おお、はっきり言うね。
Wow, Mal. Wow! No more fruit stuff for you!
そういう人もいるかもしれませんけど、でも私は大丈夫だと思います。 文化祭なら先生や保護者の方も来ますし、
Now, Naomi.
くれるのは間違いないですよ。
Are you done talking? Okay, so Naomi, we can't just go out giving our grand secret recipes away to you. We have a business to run. We can't do that, my friend.
でも先輩がおばあ様に教わって1ヶ月なら、私はどれくらいかかることやら。私だけじゃなくて、
Exactly.
本当のみんなもできるようにならないといけないし。
無理だと思うな。器具も安くないし。
Now, I can understand that. Like, the equipment doesn't come cheap. Yeah. One of my good friends actually really loves exotic teas. And so, like, even with, like, tea, and he likes coffee too, but, like, tea, like, even with teas, like, I didn't ever think about, like, when I think of coffee or tea, I think of, like, hot water, and then, like, I think of, you know, going to Walmart and picking up tea or coffee there. I didn't realize, like, that some people view it, like, super seriously, and they have to have all of this equipment to make it taste right. It's really an incredibly interesting hobby. If you ever have if you ever are looking for something to just kind of, like, look into, like, go and research some of, like, the interesting teas and the interesting coffees. It's really something neat to read about.
いいんだってナオリン。リータンは見た目のせいでよく勘違いされるけど、実はおせっかいなんだよ。特に自分の家族や友達にはね。ですよね。やっぱり文化祭だったらインスタントコーヒーの方が良さそうです。
Yeah, probably, Naomi.
ちょっと待って。私は同じものを出すのは無理って言ったの。
Don't give her ideas, Rinka.
豆はうちがお願いしている業者を紹介すれば安く買える。それにハンドドリップなら器具も手軽に買えるし、学園祭の予算みたいのでも大丈夫じゃないかな。
Okay.
入れ方はおばあちゃんに簡単にできるのがないか聞いてみる。いきなりお店みたいに入れるとはいかないかもしれないけど、お客さんに喜んではもらえるはず。
Oh, Rinka's really generous. I really like that.
自信はないけど私が教える。
Oh, she's so nice.
だからあとはやる気次第じゃないかな。
I noticed Mao grinning as I finished my spiel. She probably expected me to say that. Naomi is obviously taken aback, but she quickly starts to nod and then responds.
そんなに頼っちゃっていいんですか？
ナオミが頑張るならね。それにおばあちゃんから聞いたことは私が教えることになるから、私の勉強にもなる。
Okay, that's kind of true. It's interesting, actually, like, how I've always learned is, like, if you think you know something really well, like, actually teaching it to somebody else will help you to learn it, like, so much better. Like, even if it's something you think you know backwards and forwards, teaching it to somebody else is a really neat experience because it makes you, it does two things. First of all, it makes you realize how much you don't know, and then it also helps you to really solidify what you do know. And it also encourages you to keep learning more.
うちもたまに暇つぶしさせてもらうよ。
おせっかい言うな。で、どうする？ナオミ。
Yeah, come on, Mao, you're gonna give away that I actually have a heart. I'm not allowed to let people think that. There's a hint of concern in her expression, but she gives a conclusive response. Oops.
ぜひお願いします。
I skipped something there, and I don't know what it was, but I'm really sorry.
いいよ。じゃあおばあちゃんから返事が来たらまた連絡するよ。
I hope Gran says yes, because if Gran does not say yes, we're kind of in trouble.
ありがとうございます。ケチ。
Like, it really throws me off just because since it's in a different language, there are times where I expect they're gonna say, like, they're gonna talk for a really long time, and then it's a really short response to say what they're trying to say. And so I'll still be reading and they'll be done talking, or there will be times that I'll finish reading and they're still talking. It's just kind of neat seeing how languages are different.
いいけど、次からはちゃんとお題もらうからね。
マジで。うわ。いや、ナオリンと行くのは楽しみなんだけど、
What?
まあいいや。リアルにはうちから伝えておくから。
That sounded weird. Okay.
当然だろ。
Maybe it was because she was like trying to like mutter under her breath. I don't know. That sounded kind of interesting. Like at first I thought there was something else going on in the game. With that out of the way, we spend the rest of our time together chatting. I have to help a few customers, but they don't mind me talking with Mao and Naomi, so long as I get their orders out in a timely manner. That's nice of them. In fact, some even join in the conversation. Not because they're regulars, but because I've known plenty of them since I was a kid. They kind of feel like relatives in a sense. Lion House has always had that homely feel to it. Both me and my grandmother consider it our second home. Well, yeah, especially given the fact that you and your grandmother actually live, like, right above it on the second floor. Lion House kind of is your home. It's not just your second home, it's kind of is your home. That's why I hope it stays that way when she gets back. Why wouldn't she? Why wouldn't it? I'm like really, I'm analyzing this game, but I love it. Both Mao and Naomi leave just before 7 p.m. Okay. Oh, is this my room? Oh, this is my room. I like it. It looks like we like penguins. I head up to my room on the second floor after closing and cleaning up the shop. I gotta be honest, I'm pretty excited about helping Naomi. I enjoy making coffee as it is, so it'll be nice if other people end up feeling the same. Knowing Naomi, she'll probably pick up on it easily enough, although her clumsiness is a concern. That aside, what was that dream earlier all about? I felt okay once I started talking with Mao and Naomi, but I can't shake the weird feeling from when I woke up. I've never felt like that before. I can't even say for sure if I can't even say for sure if I was actually dreaming. I knew it! I knew we weren't dreaming! What's this? In the middle of telling myself to forget about it and try to sleep, I notice a thick book on top of my desk. It's an auburn color, with some gold leaf decorations on it. I assume these are gears. Yeah, I would assume that as much. Seems like the kind of book my grandmother would like, but I don't remember putting it here. Ooh, we have a choice. Let's have a look or better not mess with it. Well, it's on our desk. It might kill us, but let's have a look. I take care when cracking it open, trying not to get it dirty. There are no pages inside. Rather, there's a rectangular gap in the middle. I close the book immediately, having more questions now than when I spied it. Might as well message Gran about it tomorrow, considering it's already this late. My phone vibrates after I turn the lights off and hop into bed. It's a message from Naomi.
今日はありがとうございました。これからよろしくお願いします。か。律儀だな、ナオミは。
I send a quick emoji in response, and then place my phone beside my pillow without checking to see if she reads it or not. Are we gonna have another quote-unquote dream? Huh? I'm pretty sure I've fallen asleep, but I feel conscious. Except I can't move my body, or even speak. Is this sleep paralysis? Or maybe it's a lucid dream. Yeah, just like that dream you had about, like, saving Naomi from a bomb.
Yeah.
Ooh, strange man. I hear a man's voice, but I don't know to whom it belongs. A figure appears soon after, but I can't make it out all that well. It's someone slender with a vaguely androgynous face. I can't respond, so I wait for him to continue.
運命に導かれ、君の因果は消したようだ。
I love that outfit. That's really a cool look.
悲観することはないよ。なぜなら君にはこれから12週間、再び生きることのできるチャンスが与えられているからね。
Okay.
普通じゃないよね。そう、その通りさ。
Huh.
けれど、君が特別なんじゃない。特別なのは君の持つ運命だよ。
Explain. He spouts this nonsense at me in a calm, almost rehearsed fashion. Oh, I'm sure it's rehearsed.
私かい？私は君たちをいつも見ている存在さ。
Yeah, nobody's special, just the one who watches you from above. Gotcha.
本来君たちに会うことはないのだけれど、何の因果か君の夢とここがつながってしまったみたいだね。さて、せっかくだから挨拶をと思ったけれど、もう十分だろう。
Yeah, I've got more questions than when I started, dude.
では、物語が始まる前に少しだけ君の原風景を思い出すといい。
You gonna show me the bomb? The man disappears as soon as he stops talking, and my consciousness fades away once more. Yep. Flames envelop me. Flames powerful enough to flake the skin from my bones. Flames that produce enough smoke to smother my lungs. My life turns to ash. My inability to move even my fingers tells me as much. I hear someone shouting. Whoever it is keeps shouting over and over. Their calls are eventually drowned out by the roaring flames that continue to spread. By the time the voice has been entirely drowned out, my consciousness has been extinguished. Am I actually gonna be is Rinka actually gonna remember when she wakes up? I would say yes. I wake up from my own uncontrollable scream. What an awful nightmare. I was engulfed by flames and died. Ha! Lucky that was just a nightmare. Ha! I'm drenched in sweat. My breathing's beyond ragged. Even worse, I notice a strange black blob on my stomach. All the while wondering why I even had such a dream. Oh, she's got a cat. She's got a cat. I like her cat. It kind of looks like my cat. Except her cat is like... My cat is like 3 times fluffier than her cat. And my cat's got yellow eyes and not blue eyes. But yeah, it looks like my cat. This is our cat, whose name I'm not going to be able to pronounce. I think it's Letty? I'm gonna go with Letty. I'm still not sure if my grand got it, or if it was originally a stray, but it's made Lion House its home. It's been here as long as I can remember, but it's still pretty lively despite its age. Oh, prediction. I bet the cat, Lethe, is the guy we just saw. Like her guardian type person. I bet that's the cat. It looks like him. Maybe I was struggling to breathe because it's lying on my stomach. Is that why I dreamt what I did? It's possible. I mean, I'll never forget. I once had a nightmare about a mummy that was not like a mummy in a sarcophagus that was chasing me. And I went and I hid behind a pillar because I didn't want to get, caught and killed by the mummy in the sarcophagus. And all of a sudden, I felt breath on me and I woke up screaming, and it was my cat laying next to me, breathing on me. So, you never know. It could be, but I tend to think that you were struggling to breathe because you were remembering actually being killed. But that's just my thoughts. It jumps from the bed and skitters off when it realizes I'm about to get up. Bitter a little bit, Rinka? They say cats are free spirits, and Lethe's a perfect example. I don't know where it usually goes to hang out, but it doesn't cause any trouble here, and it knows where to do its business. My gran always said that trying to keep a cat caged is about as pointless as trying to catch clouds. In other words, she's had her fair share of trouble with it as well. I have myself a good stretch before I get ready to open the store. Today's a holiday, so it needs to be open nice and early. Just as I think I can relax a bit after the morning customers have left, the bell on the door chimes. So, I want to see Miharu. Oh, wow, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. In trots a tall and stylish girl with matching looks. The sun reflects off her long, silky hair, enough to make it seem like she's generating her own light with each and every step. So, why is she not well liked at school? That's Mishima Miharu for you. She's a classmate of mine and part of our to-be-avoided group. But in her case, it's more because she's practically perfect in every regard, so people find it hard to approach her. Ah, so she's too good.
日はこれからバイトだよ。
Ah, should have figured. Considering she's wearing her school uniform. She normally wears her own clothes when we're out in public, but I guess she can't be bothered to pick something out to wear to out some But I guess she can't be bothered to pick something out to wear for work. Helps her to avoid getting hit on by guys on the way home too. Not sure how that works exactly, but hey. Thing is, she works way out in Akihabara. This is by Shinjuku, pretty much the opposite side of town. So why'd she go out of her way to come here? Does she need something?
僕はただ凛花の顔を見たかっただけだよ。昨日はほとんど話せなかったのに、今日から連休になってしまうからね。
Aw, that's really
せめ
sweet
て
of
今
her.
日くらいは凛花と話しておきたくて。
はあ、どうも。
I have to admit, there are certain facets of Miharu that I just don't get. I'm pretty confident she has some other business out here, yet here she is teasing me. It's hard to find the right response sometimes.
さて、もう少し長居したいところだけど、他にお客さんが来ても困るだろうし、僕は行くよ。二人きりになれるのを待っていたら遅くなってしまったしね。
Huh. So did you, have something you wanted to say to us? It's say to, Riku and that you didn't want people around? Huh.
わざわざ待ってたの？入ってくればいいのに。
True.
常連さんばっかりだからみんな気にしないよ。
Yeah, Rinka's got a
今日
point.
は天気がいいからね。緑を見ながら待つのも気持ちよかったよ。
Yeah, I can understand that too.
うん。まあ、ならいいけどさ。
There's a park across from here that's famous all over the country. Apparently it was an old samurai's garden that became a park after being used as a zone for experimental agriculture projects. Yeah, that just sounds like it's the perfect spot for a horror game. An old samurai's garden that became a park after being used as a zone for experiments. I mean, it just sounds like it could be the perfect spot for a horror game. Just leave out agriculture projects and you're good. I mean, even though experimental agriculture projects, I guess that could be Plants vs. Zombies for all you know. I don't know. Not only does it have all sorts of flowers from here, England, and France, but there's also plenty of tourists who come back to see it. Unfortunately, we're a bit out of the way to draw them in as customers, but a couple of foreigners do find us and stop by every now and again. We have a good view of it from here, although I don't think it's the kind of thing you can enjoy for long. Miharu has some peculiar taste, though, so who knows? Maybe she can.
では、お邪魔しました。
She's so pretty. I love her design. Oh. I just love her design. It's so pretty.
わかってる。みはるもバイト頑張ってね。
I don't know. At least right now, Miharu, she reminds me of Rapunzel from Tangled. I really love her overall design. She's really pretty.
そうだ、思い出したよ。連休の最終日、5月6日にスターダストキングダムへ行く約束、忘れてないよね。
Ooh,
その日はちゃんとお店を休みにするんだよ。
Ooh, Stardust Kingdom. Is that an amusement park?
もう忘れてないよ。
Stardust Kingdom's a famous theme park out in the Chiba Prefecture. We've made plans to go there at the end of Golden Week, fully aware that it'd be at its busyness.
君は前科があるから確認だよ。それじゃあ、またね。
Okay, so apparently we're a little forgetful at times.
うん。バイは。またね。
Miharu leaves with a smile on her face. I had to stop myself from saying bye because Miharu isn't fond of people saying that whenever they part ways. Why? Maybe she's dead too. I wonder if she's actually dead too, because I know she was in the title sequence. If you go back to the last episode, you can see it. She's in the title sequence, but Naomi isn't, and I don't remember Mao being there, but she is. So I wonder if she's actually dead too, and that's why she doesn't like to say bye. I don't know. I get where she's coming from. It sounds like what you'd say for a long-term parting, but I think she's getting a little overboard. Either way, I try to keep myself from using it when I can. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end this part here because I'm really, really getting into it, and I'm really excited to see where this goes. And I don't want to make this into like a 45-minute or an hour-long episode because I don't think my voice will handle it. I think I will get super tongue-tied and not know what I'm saying. But I hope you guys are enjoying this. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on this. This is a game that, like, at the time I'm playing this, it isn't even out yet. So if I'm completely wrong in some of these guesses, you know, it's because I have no idea. Nobody has any idea. This is a brand new game. But I'm really loving it so far. I love the music, and I love the art, and I love how it's setting the story up. I'm really hoping that it continues to be, like, to get that way, like, to stay that way. I was a little bit disappointed just because it was kind of a slow episode, this one, compared to the last episode where there was a bomb that exploded. But, like, towards the end of this, it really picked up, and I'm really excited to see what happens. But anyways, I hope you guys are enjoying this as well. Leave a comment down below and let me know who your favorite character is so far. I think my favorite is Lethe the cat. No, I do like Lethe the cat. I think personality-wise, I really, really like Rinka. I think she's my favorite. Like, I don't know. I just really like her personality. But as far as, like, design, I really, really, like, and now I'm gonna, Miharu? No, that's not quite her name. But, and the Rapunzel. I know that's not who she is, but her name is just a little, I'll be honest, I'm really bad with names, guys. And so I have, like, all of these secret tricks that I use to try to remember somebody's name. But since her name was a little bit, what's the word? It's a little bit more unusual for me since I'm not from Japan, I don't speak Japanese, and I live in a part of the United States that doesn't have a whole lot of people with Asian names. It doesn't have a whole lot of Asian influence. So a lot of these names are really unusual to me, and while they're gorgeous and they're beautiful and I like them, it's going to take me a little bit longer to remember names. But yeah, I think Miharu, I think is her name. She is definitely my favorite character design-wise so far. But I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. I hope you guys are enjoying this as well. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next episode of this. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys next time for part 3 of Fatal 12. Bye!